Hello everybody and welcome back to Contest of Speed. We're here for the season finale for EU2. So we're racing at the lovely Circuit of the Americas. So I'll just quickly get that track map on screen for you briefly. So the Circuit of the Americas, it's 3.5 miles long basically, 20 turns, and you've got that nice long DRS zone coming in out of turn 11 down to turn 12. So expect to see a lot of overtaking there. So without further ado, we'll get into qualifying. And for once in EU2, it is raining in qualifying. That's a bit of a bad start. Obviously, I'm the Penny Penguin, and in the comms booth with me is Matty Robbo. Obviously, as well, he's just nipped to the loo quickly, so he'll be back in a few minutes. So we should be able to carry on, and we'll see who's first out onto track. I don't know how it's going to be for the main race, but right now for qualifying, it is raining in EU2. And we do only have 9 drivers tonight. I do believe one is running a little bit late, and that is Malvin, I do believe it is. So hopefully we'll see him a bit later. And as Destructo is now just informed me in chat, it is a dry race apparently. Obviously Destructo showed up in the chat, and he is in this qualifying session. So let's see how these drivers do from wet to dry conditions. Obviously, we've got Andre here first, pretty much first onto the track. I'll get the map and lap data on the screen for you guys in the Twitch chat. So, the lovely Circuit of the Americas, a lovely place I think to do a season finale. So it's a very kind of technical track. You got like the first like you can see on the first section, you got that like nice S section, like it's just twisting back and forth. It's somewhat like I can compare it to Maggots and Beckett's somewhat really at the British Grand Prix. Obviously in the middle sector it's also some more technical turns, and then obviously as soon as you get to turn 11, you got that nice long straight down towards turn 12. As we've got here, Andre now just coming through the middle sector, having a little bit of a slide there on his outlap. And another one to boot after turn 15 as we come around to turn 16 as we're coming around to 17 and 18. And then up to the second to last corner of turn 19 here. And then a little bit of a straight, then heavy braking for the hairpin of turn 20, and should be able to get under the way. Obviously, I'm slightly disappointed by the turnout. We've only got 10 races tonight. I wish it was more. Like, I could have probably raced again. Obviously, being in EU3, I could have reserved up, but I couldn't. I don't think I could have got any cover, so it's unfortunate. So obviously, we'll follow Andre here for a lap. The man who's pretty much reserved in every single EU2 race this season, except for last weekend, I do believe, in the British Grand Prix, for unknown reasons. But we can just see him here sliding through the S section, coming into the middle sector as he's coming around to turn 8 and 9, and down the hill here to turn 10, and then up to the hairpin of turn 11, and then back on the power pretty much. Back on the power pretty much up to into the DRS zone. Obviously, with it being raining here in qualifying, no DRS allowed, but with it being a dry race, that should all change later on. So Andre here coming into the final sector, and you got these like these very slow speed corners here in the middle sector. Obviously, I'm hoping to see some interesting moves here at like turn 15, 16. I expect someone to try and make a move up the inside of that corner. You never know. And there we go, our 10th driver has showed up now, as Andre now going around 17, 18, and a little bit of brakes here for turn 19, usually in the dry, so it might be a bit more in the wet. Coming up to the final corner, there's a bit of a hairpin again, and obviously back on the power immediately, and up the line, and then the benchmark is a 1:45.709, and who is that behind? I do believe it is a Ferrari of Robstar, and Robstar is almost 2 seconds slower. And there we are, Malvin has officially joined the session. Destructo on lap goes quickest by 6 whole tenths. Good lap there from Destructo. And then we'll go on board with I would have said we'll go on board here with James. Obviously, I assume he's probably got enough fuel here to go again in the. Sorry, my mind's just blank. Sorry, the Mercedes. Sorry, I'm sorry. I just completely blanked then. So the man is an EU2 reserve. Hopefully, we'll have to see if he can grab some decent points, and he's clearly just doing a run here. Who's coming at the last corner? I do believe it is D Summers in the Williams. Coming out last corner, up to line for D Summers. It's good enough for third right now, 26-0. Now we've got both Red Bulls coming out the final corner. Oh, big slide from Steljo, but Steljo's only on an out lap. So Sid, sorry, Steljo's going to start a lap. Never mind. Steljo is in the pit. Sid up to line with a 1:43.711 from Sid. What a lap! And Steljo's like, actually, why is Steljo just come out and go in and then retire? So man clearly doesn't want to do any quali. The lanky one is starting his lap. We also got Havoc Connor on a lap. He's coming out. He's at the last couple of corners now, so I have to see how he does. Obviously, we've got Malvin on the track. Havoc Connor coming out the last corner, and he's done a 1:27.0. And Rob Star's improved dramatically, and he's gone up to second behind Sid, but over a second slower though. And we've got is James even really doing a lap? I'm not sure. Matty alive? Yes, he is alive. He's just.
I'm here.
He just went at Lou, and now he's.
I had returned, but you were in such a flow. I was not going to interrupt you, boss. You were just sitting here, just listening and listen to what people are saying.
James Turris has done a lap here for 1:50.3, but I assume that's just pretty much a second out lap. So this will be a proper push lap. We'll have a look where the lanky one is, because they're yet to set a lap. Obviously, I don't know why Steljo came out for an out lap then retired, but I don't know.
First to last.
Yeah, first to last incoming. I wonder if Malvin's gonna do the same.
I don't know what
Don't
Malvin will.
Not gonna do. He's obviously starting his lap. We got the lanky one here going for their lap as they're having a big slide out the last corner. That is not going to help him in the slightest. I said, do you wanna take us away for it, Mike? I just got to quickly.
Yeah, that's fine, not a problem. Lanky has made his way down to turn 1, second gear on the corner. It's still a little bit greasy out there at the moment. It does look like it is slightly easing up a little bit, sliding through turn 3, 4, 5 and 6. Back end wanting to kick out through Daisy, 10th down as we then reach the crest here at the top of the hill. Blind corner, off camber a little as the back end again slides out through that kink of left-hander and down towards turn 11, I believe. Hairpin. So important to get a good traction here out of the corner, because it's going to set you up for this long straight, which will have DRS in dry conditions, which apparently is going to be in the race. Second, heavy braking zone. Heavy braking zone on the track. Once again, before the tight and twisty section of Sector 3. He's up 3/10, but he's probably lost a smidge of time through there, having to have 2 goes at that double right-hander. Again, another important traction zone, flattening it out. The triple right-hander, where we saw Max Verstappen take Kimi Räikkönen slightly off track by cutting this inside. The proper line through the second to last corner, and not the IndyCar line that you may see in America. And again, far out the last corner, 5.5 temp improvement for Lanky. You saw at the top of your screens, Malvin also went quickly even.
Else is on a bit of a charge then. I assume D Summers will be on another lap here. Man currently down in 7th. Alvin has gone top of the timing sheets. Good lap from them.
Yeah, Alpine. Well, it's going to be very difficult for Malvin to win the constructors' championship because he can't, because he hasn't got another teammate. So
Yep. Connell is.
I don't want to break. I don't want to break the news. Then, Piney, the championship's over before it's even started tonight,
Oh, that's a shame.
which is a shame. Mercedes are unfortunately. Was it 44 points? Yeah, 44, 45 points. So, actually, no, in all fairness, Red Bull did wrap it up last week just about them by a point. I thought they were still able to do it. So, it's between, though, Alpine and Mercedes. So, Malvin's going to have to take on both James and Andre. That could be quite interesting to see who finishes second in the Constructors. And that is about it, really. Have a look at the drivers' standings.
I'm just kind of sending an important email. If I don't
That's
get it
all right.
done now, I will forget about it.
So we've got a nice battle for P9 in the Drivers' Championship because there's all three are currently racing tonight. Destructo on 45, Rob on 41, and Havoc Connor on 36. And because of the limited grid, there is many points available for them to improve. Destructo is improving. He's got a nice slipstream from
Oh, there we go.
who was in front, and it goes, yeah.
Destructo up to the top of the timing sheets. And who is this behind
He
him?
can
Is
say-
this Rob?
It was Havoc Connor that was giving the McLaren a little toe there. So a lot of these guys would have just fueled up and done quite a long run.
Yeah.
And then what you'll probably see is they'll come in. I mean, I've just been on board with Havoc Connor there. I'm amazed that both of those weren't in the validation. That one was, though.
Yeah. How's it? Lanky
so
one
yeah,
in
Rob-
chat saying, I think I could slip into 4th tonight overall, he says.
Would you like me to have a look, Lanky? I will have a look. Yes, you can. Quite easily. I didn't mention it, Lanky, because obviously Charlie's not here and you're only 2 points behind him and there's only 10 drivers. So, dare I say, I presumed you were going to be able to overtake him. So, I rewatched some of the EU3 last night.
Yeah, I had a torrid time last night.
You had an interesting race. I'll leave it at that, shall I?
Yeah, I somehow I only picked up 4 penalties in the first stint, and then on the medium stint, I picked up 8. So,
Suboptimal, as people would say. Rob's still out on his tyres that he's had for ages. He's done 5 laps on them. And he is going to come in. Be careful of that pit wall. That got very close. I've seen 1 or 2 drivers, quite highly skilled drivers, been into that pit wall in seasons gone by.
there we go. Email has been sent. Yeah, I just had to do an email to send off the results of a bowls match to.
Oh, look at you taking responsibility.
Well, I am the captain
whilst
of
we've
my
got-
team, so
I'm just going to mention it now whilst we've got a bit of a lull before the last couple of laps. Big shout out to D Summers, who is racing, and Gradis for their EU3 comms this season. I was listening to it last night. I was able to, and it was a very professional performance by the boys for this season. So well done. Hopefully they'll return next year if we can keep 3 tiers going. I don't know what the tier situation is like.
don't ever.
But EU2 has been a challenging one this year. Lots of changes.
Penny probably disqualified. No, I wasn't. I finished
Yeah,
fifth.
you did murder somebody though. I did see that.
I did not murder them. I don't know what you're on about. I went for a move and we got our tires interlocked when they turned away. That's when I was able to turn. I couldn't turn when they turned into me. Like our wheels were just stuck. Like what am I meant to do? Hate on Pioneer just like he hated on me when Rare. It's alright, I'll just put some height on you tomorrow, Hacker, when you're racing. Don't worry.
That's right. Hacker's already threatened to take me out into turn 1 tomorrow. He has previous round this track.
Oh.
He knows as well.
Oh dear, Hacker.
We spoke about it last week when he was on comms duty with me last week in the end.
Yep, had to cover for me because
you were absent.
I was not the wellest. I was not well.
I'm so far. We've both missed one this season. I've missed 1 week. You've missed 1 week.
Yeah.
Shame.
Yep.
Malvin is cracking on,
yep.
to say the least.
Is he on a lap?
Yes. He's gone purple.
Oh, that's a long purple as well. Andre's retired from the
It
session.
looks a handful out there. Obviously, these guys are probably running dry setups because the race is apparently dry, thanks to Lanky and Co for the
it was
information.
Destructo that informed me. Destructo informed me that it is a dry race.
Well, this could be interesting then, because Destructo's also just had a long purple as well.
Oh, that is going to be interesting. I think he's probably the last one to... Oh, no, he won't be the last one to do a lap, but Malvin's going to be the first one to finish a lap. He's 8/10 up on his time, so that's going to propel him into the 42s easily. We'll also see how Destructo does compared to it. Obviously, I might jump on board with a Destructo in a second, see what his split is.
He's just coming up to that split, and he is...
Only 4/10
He's
up.
only... so Malvin at the moment's got about 3/10 advantage.
Yep, well, we're going back on board with Malvin as D Summers is up to 3rd. Malvin up to the line, goes fast. He's actually in the 41s. What a lap from Malvin there.
Really strong final sector as well.
Yeah, we'll see what if Destructo can match that.
Oh, big tank slapper.
Yeah. As the checkered flag has fallen, Destructo up to the line. He's improved by a full second himself. He's into the 42s and it's 42.3 right now. So who's next across the line? I assume it will be a Sid.
Yeah, Sid's half a second up already. So, and also it's getting a bit brighter out there. So track is starting to come to the drivers a bit more of a dry line round
Sid,
here, and he's exactly a second.
What the heck is that from Sid? Exactly a second faster. So we'll have to see what the man in the Red Bull can do. So
I only think he's going to have a really strong final sector as well because of the track evolving. So this could be possibly P2 if he hooks it all up. He's got one. Oh, he's had a double take into that penultimate corner.
Yep, round the last corner for Sid. Needs a good exit up to line. It's provisional pole for Sid. Robstar up to 5th. Who's that behind him? Havoc Connor up to 6th. Next across the line will be the lanky one, and he's about a second, 1.1 up. 1.2 up on his personal best, but it wasn't as fast as Sid.
No,
he's invalidated.
Oh.
Going on board with James then. Obviously, D Summers, I think, will be...
And he's improving, so he will jump above Lanky then. James to the line, and yeah, there you go. 43.1 for James.
Yeah. Obviously, Malvin is taking his own little special line as we wait for him to come up to the line. So, Sid then claims pole position in for the race. Malvin will join him on the front row, then it's Destructor, Rob, James, Then D Summers, Havoc Connor, Andre, Lanky, and Steljo will start from the back. If I'm not mistaken, is that Sid's first pole of the season?
I'm just looking. I knew somebody was going to ask me because it would be on our results standings.
I have to check through every single week. But yeah, there you have it. Sid on pole with his teammate is starting at the back. So his teammate's doing a classic last to first challenge. Obviously, Steljo did wrap up the championship last week, so it doesn't really matter for him. Obviously, got Malvin second, then Destructor, Rob, James, D Summers, Havoc Connor, Andre, Lanky, and then obviously Steljo at the back, not doing a lap.
So realistically, Lanky needs to get P9 or better to go fourth in the championship, and then we're going to see, depending on what happens between Destructo, Rob, and Havoc Connor, is who's going to finish in that order. In terms of bragging rights, Constructors Championship is officially over as of last week.
What's the gap
I
between...
miscounted. 45.
Oh, 45 was the gap.
Yeah. I miscounted last week. I thought.
Yeah, 45 is not possible.
This week.
Max points you can get is 44.
But it is Malvin versus the two Mercedes, so that could be quite interesting. There's 2 points between them in for P2. It is for P2. Ferrari will have P4 wrapped up because there's no racing balls this evening.
Oh, and we've got a sub in the chat from a BK, one of our admins here in COS, resubbing for
the streak
23 months. Thank you very much for the sub, BK, and thank you for everything you do to help get these seasons up and running.
BK, that does mean now you're like officially old, because that's like nearly 2 years.
That is nearly 2 years, so
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Double, you have a good stream, lad. A good stream. Yeah, we will, BK. So we'll have to. Hacko in chat saying, I swear, if rubbish track like Coto or Mexico is on the calendar next season, I might not race those. And BK is like, Lamau, I am old and washed. Anyway, lights are on here. 4, 5 lights are on. And away we go for the Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix. And looks like it's a bit of a bad start from Malvin because Destructo's on his outside. And Destructo, there's a bit of a contact between Malvin and Destructo, and James has just gone flying through. Rob got involved a little bit. D Summers has gone backwards. Havoc Connor's trading with Steljo. Steljo's made 4th place on the first lap here.
God, D Summers has disconnected again. That's
right
at the start. It's not even like laps in this week. What's going on?
No, it's right at the very start.
It is right at the very start. I tell you what, Pioneer, they're all boring. Everybody is on the mediums, apart from Steljo. Steljo's on the hards. But
yep, so Steljo's looking to go long in this race then, I guess. So I guess it's a good start for him then if he's already thing. As we've got Malvin and James here side by side coming up to turn 12, and Malvin back into 3rd. Mm-hmm. And
James showed some.
He's still
ghosted, isn't he? James showed some really good pace at times last week. He was just unlucky on his debut. He was actually quite unfortunate because he raced quite well. Yeah, has potential to mix it in with the guys in the top 5. Yeah, that looks to me like he's been able to gain control. That's why there was a bit of a glitch there. He has been able to manage to gain control by the looks of things.
He's able to race this week. Yeah.
Oh my good, sorry. I've just seen a football score that's just coming. I'll leave it at that.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. I know Merseyside derby tonight. I'm an Everton fan, so I'm hoping Everton wins. But
Everton have equalised in the 98th minute.
Yes! Thank you,
James Tarkowski.
That's my mood happier. Well, so even happier.
That's made
my week is getting better. And look at this, Sid's already pulled out a second on Destructor already. He's just broken away from the McLaren.
Yeah, it has to. We know how strong DRS is around here. We saw it last night in EU3
Yep, it
when
is.
you guys race.
Yep. I race in EU3. I used the DRS to my benefit when I was racing the Haas boys of Neil B and X427. I just couldn't get rid of them with the DRS. So Sid's obviously able to get rid of Destructo, and Malvin's going on the charge, and Malvin's ahead, and it looks like Steljo behind's ahead of Robstar as well.
Oh, nearly ran in the back of the Mercedes of James, and then switch back of Rob as we go through the twisty section. The Red Bull is parking it on the corner, but Rob's got. You see at the moment the mediums with the better. Oh, and he's done it again. Yeah, to stop Rob from doing the up and under.
Yep, and Havoc Connor's gonna just send it up the inside here of 18, 17. Bit of contact there between the pair of them. Still side by side to go as you come up to turn 19. But Rob has finally got that place back off for Havoc Connor. But I don't think it's over. As Havoc Connor's tried to look it up. Yeah, tried to get up the inside.
That was very tentative from Havoc Connor. He had to either go for it or not bother, because now he's compromised, and now the other Ferrari
down his inside
is down. There he is, down the inside of turn 1, but Havoc Connor's trying to hang it out.
Yeah, he's hanging it out there, and he's kept the place. Some lovely racing here between Havoc Connor and the two Ferraris. Oh no, look at this lovely helicopter shot I'm getting now. Oh,
it is,
I love it.
Beautiful. It has meant this fight though is that they have split from the train, and that's not ideal.
No, it is not. So obviously these guys behind Rob, he's already dropped DRS off of Steljo, and Steljo's already dropped out of DRS of James. Destructor did drop out of DRS for a brief second between himself and Malvin, but I think he just got back within. Yep, and obviously with Malvin getting DRS on Destructor and going flying past him last time around, he's back ahead, and looks like Havoc Connor is gonna get past Rob.
Yeah.
Will Lanky go as well? Yeah,
possibly.
Nope,
they're not really. Boys, you need to make a decision between each other, because otherwise you're both going to lose out here.
Yep, definitely you are. And there we go. Lanky's finally going to get a move done. Oh, was that D Summers? I'll go for a move up the inside.
But Andre's going to hang it out because you have the inside for the triple right hand. The back end of that Ferrari looks a bit twitchy. So the Mercedes is drafting in.
Yeah, I also didn't even notice that D Summers has already picked up 3 seconds as well. Trying to send it up the inside there.
And that'll be a warning, 100% for that one.
Yep, another warning. I just noticed in chat we've got PW Jones saying, what lap do you think Sid will cause a safety car? And Jones is saying lap 4, which we are on now, and Hacker is saying the same thing. As Rob's boy saying 17. Come on, you've got to give Sid some credit. Man got pole.
He doesn't help himself.
That is true. That is true. But yeah, let's have a look at these position games. Obviously, we've got Robstar and D Summers, the biggest losers in these opening 4 laps, and Steljo is obviously the biggest winner with 5 position gains so far. So,
D Summers down the inside. Sorry, they're Piney ahead of Andre into the hairpin. He'll pick up DRS as well because the detection point was earlier on in the sector.
Just after turn.
Contact between Destructor and James. Sorry, I've just flicked through because I saw the arrows moving.
Yep, and D Summers and Andre again still fighting, and D Summers stayed ahead. But obviously now they've dropped out of DRS of the 2 Ferraris ahead. Obviously the 2 Ferraris they couldn't get ahead of Havoc Connor.
No visual damage on either the Mercedes there of James and the McLaren of Destructo. That got a bit feisty. Oh, and James half spun it out the last corner, so he'll lose that position to Destructo, and that will break the train up unless Destructo can have a good first sector.
Yep, unless he can. We've got. Thank you for the follow, the Honey Badger, and Man in chat saying let's go Summers and Connor. So Man is clearly a Williams fan.
Honey Badger don't care.
But again, I love it when I get nice helicopter shots like this.
Oh, Stelcho's sneaking his way. He got a bit loose at the top of the hill.
He's almost in the DRS of the front boys here. Like, obviously as well, yesterday when I was struggling on the mediums yesterday, they like died after 7 laps. So I wonder if there's going to be any different for the rest of these guys, because Steljo, he's going to be going long into this race, he's on the hards.
Yeah, so the grids, we've kind of got an A race and a B race at the moment.
Yep, as
we've
Havoc
got-
Connor's going to try and go around the
Oh!
outside here of the lanky one. And it looks like he's got the move done, because he'll have the inside line for the next corner, but Lanky just fails the thing, but Connor cutting the corner a little bit. Oh, and Lanky, that's clumsy.
I saw that one. That was a slam dunk, that one.
Oh, and Rob trying to have a look up the inside of Havoc Connor. A little bit of contact between the pair of them. But they're all taking a very tight line through those double rights there. And Havoc...
Yeah, on...
Oh, is D someone's going to fancy a look down the inside there? Oh, look
possibly, as Rob's lost the back end a little bit, he's going to regain it. Andre's got a fantastic viewing of these four as we run up to turn 1.
Oh, someone's with a late dive!
That's
And
way
he's missed it!
late.
He's missed his breaking point massively, and has compromised himself and his teammate! Because Havoc Connor's actually going to lose the place to Rob as these two are side by side now.
Not. It's held on, but it's got massively out. Go contact between the two, and all 3 of them.
Oh, and that's someone's just completely off the road. And Havoc Connor illegal overtake or something? But no, man's just
he's got massively out of shape. Oh,
he's just been forced into another.
That's 2.
Another mistake. Oh,
That'll be 2 warnings there.
That surely will be. But I think.
And did he run into the back of D Summers as well?
Oh, this is not the greatest. But somehow Sid has managed to maintain the lead here.
Lanky pulled nearly a 3-second gap, that was, because of what happened behind.
Yeah. The Williams are not having their best race to start. Obviously, these guys are now dropped miles behind the rest of the field.
That was all caused by D Summers moving to turn 1. Connor tried to fight it out with Rob. Rob then backed out just before the S's, which then compromised Connor's run through it. It got massively just out of shape trying to carry so much speed through the S section, and it's all just Constantina up. There it is, that 3 seconds, and another one for D Summers.
Yeah, this is not the best
Connor,
start.
that was all on that lap, I think, as well.
Yeah, I think so. But that is not the best. Obviously, I did a similar move like that last night, but mine wasn't as bad as that. Mine, I got lucky with mine, but I think if D Summers wasn't careful, that could have been an absolute murder. That could have been.
That could have been. Both the Williams there picked up a full penalty on one lap, i.e. they got 3 warnings.
Yeah, and James picked up 3 now. We've got 4 drivers now with pens.
Yeah, Andre leading this. Andre's not very comfortable. I don't think Andre's pace around here is particularly strong.
Malvin's had a bad first sector here because he was like 9 turns behind Sid. But is he going to go for the move here? Sid's going to try and cover the inside, and nope. Oh, James going to try and send it on the Destructor behind and gets it. As I've pressed the wrong button. The Destructor contact between them. As Destructor's trying to go around the outside.
First time, we'll squeeze him.
Squeeze him, be on the inside, and we'll get the move done as we go into 16. So Destructor up into 3rd now, and obviously Steljo's in this fight now. Steljo's...
James, that's got a bit.
Yeah.
All playing into Steljo's hands, this.
Yeah, we want to be careful here, boys. You're the front guys, and again, Sid's breaking the toe. Weaving in and out, and then once. Obviously, you can't do many more than that. Obviously, the lanky one's just sat on his Todd now, about 4 seconds behind these guys, and then obviously another 4 seconds behind him, his own teammate with Andre Dieselis and Havoc Connor finally catching back up to those 2.
Yeah, Lanky's doing all right, but obviously because he's got no DRS, he's just losing out on the straights to the guys in front because he just hasn't.
I think that's a win there for Destructo.
It will be Stelcho. Oh, Stelcho back end stepped out again for Sopper. How many times we've seen that already tonight?
Yeah, a lot.
Guys really pushing.
Yeah, they're pushing hard.
Here we go then. Malvin's well behind, but everyone else is close to Malvin. Destructo's close to
Yeah, look how
him
close
this time.
Destructo is.
Stelcho's close to James as well. It's about the same distance.
Yep. Destructo choosing not to go for the move though, and obviously same with Steljo choosing not to go for the move. Obviously, sooner or later these medium runners will be in.
Oh, have a Connor from well back. Oh, that got very close on the exit.
Oof. Corey Brooks in chat saying, Sid leading a race? Who photoshopped the timings, he says. This is why I'm like,
No.
nobody. Man's led the entire time. He's not lost the lead yet.
Sid was leading EU1 the other week as well. It was Singapore in the wet though, so slightly adverse conditions, but
yeah,
he's decided to make a habit of. He's decided to stop crashing and actually make a habit of
Andre
trying
in early.
to. Yeah, he did not look comfortable.
But
Oh,
D Summers picking up another penalty as Malvin and Destructo are having another go at it at the first corner. So this is letting Sid get away, and look at this. James and Steljo now right up his chuff. Oh, Sid picks up 3!
Oh, and
James...
Stelcho's got so close to the back of that Mercedes.
Yep, he really did. I think it'd be almost a Code Brown moment for Steljo.
I think Malvin's not going to get DRS this time.
No, he's not. Yes.
I think he's just going to be outside. If he does, he's incredibly lucky. But I reckon it was half a tenth.
We'll see in a minute. If that
he's not got it.
No, so this is Destructo up into second. It looks like James and Steljo are going to go with him. Steljo is going to also make the move behind, and Steljo is going to get 2 places here. So, looks like it. Yep. So, it's still side by side.
Staunch defense by James, though. He's giving it a go.
But there we go. Finally got a move. Oh, Malvin's going to make a double move, though. Oh,
no.
what a move!
Exit, and James is on the left.
Oh, we're going to have a 3 wide. Oh, contact. And surely Steljo's going to
the outside.
He's going for it. And surely Steljo's going to have picked up a warning for that from Malvin. So he's not going to be happy. And James has picked up another 3 seconds as Steljo goes flying up the inside into the final corner.
But he'll get a better drive though at the last corner. Oh, he's not got the back. He's not got DRS though this time.
Yeah, but look at this. Destructo's back of into Sid's DRS, and Malvin behind is going to go ahead of James into turn 1 here. Wow, that all just kicked off him.
That's a straight one as well.
That's a straight 3 seconds for corner cutting.
And he's in the ball.
And he's dropped it. Oh no. Oh no, he's just he's purposely DNFing. And that's a safety car.
Then that happens because it affects the people's race. Oh, you again like last week, just doing so well and just made a.
Yeah. So this has helped these medium runners then, because this is where this is roughly where you want to be stopping if you're on the mediums. But lap 10 onwards is where you want to be pitting, and obviously the full safety car coming out after James deciding I don't want to race anymore and just puts it in the wall. That is unfortunate for him, and that is probably gonna. That is not. We'll leave it
to the wrath
of the stewards, which I was say. Hacker's already said it in chat. Well, season ban it is. Yeah,
it's not a season ban, but
I would say Sid has had Sid got the same punishment last season. I think he got a season ban for deliberately DNFing.
He was trying to kill somebody though, so that was probably.
Yeah, that could have, but that's just unfortunate. And Pablo has showed up in chat. Hello, Pablo. Resident Mercedes jinxer. But yeah, he showed up after it all kicked off for the Mercedes. So that is obviously not good.
It's still his fault.
It's still his fault. Damn. Still his fault. So obviously Steljo inherits the lead then. Obviously because he's not pitted, he's on the hard tyres, so he is going to have to stay out a bit longer. But obviously everybody else will be jumping off those medium tyres and onto the hards.
Oh, they're on Delta still. Oh, the boys of the. I tell you what, I was going to see if Havoc, Connor, and Andre could overtake the guys in the pits, but because Steljo hadn't caught the safety car, they couldn't floor it.
Well, he has now.
Yeah, it's too late now.
Yeah. But yeah, they only get 1 place for Robstar being in, so that's unfortunate for them. So that is unfortunate. Obviously, as well, this is not going to help Mercedes in. I say you said it was like Mercedes versus Malvin. It's not going to be anymore. It's gonna. I think Malvin's going to put an end to that. Man is currently in 4th. Here we are on board here with Steljo. So currently, right now, it is a Red Bull 1-2. So I'm wondering, after the safety car restart, will Steljo let Sid through and then back the rest of the field up? So let Sid have a big...
You have to be careful because Destructo and Malvin have been on the same pace as Sid, so he needs to get it right. I don't think he'll fight it, but I don't think he'll let him through.
Hacker says the medium tyre should last the rest of the race if you tyre save. No, I was gonna say I don't think so. Like, I was trying to save my tyres when I was on the running on the mediums last night, and yeah, for some reason after 7 laps they just died, literally. So,
well, we'll see what happens. Some drama in the football, just so you know. It finished 2-2. Abdullah Decore got sent off, and Curtis Jones and Arnie Slot also got red cards after the final whistle.
why am I not surprised? Merseyside derbies always bring out red cards. Wait,
After the final whistle, though, so don't count.
yeah.
But they do count, but not in the...
But still,
yeah,
that's 3 match bans for both the players. And then, wait, did you say the manager got red carded as well?
Yep.
Lamau. Liverpool with no manager for 3 matches. Yeah, screw them. Right, I'm an Everton fan, so I'm just like, way, get out of here.
Hanabacha did ask why is the Red Bull continuing? Such an awkward window for Stelcho to pit.
If it was lap like 14, 15, I would argue that yeah, you can go into the mediums then. But what Sid, what are you doing there, sir?
It's the white line, Sid. The white line. Stay on the track.
Yeah. Obviously, I assume safety car will be in this lap after it was brought out after James Torres just wasn't happy and decided to put it into a wall on purpose, it looked like. But we'll leave that to the stewards after the race.
Difficult one, Hacker. I think he's kind of damned if he does, damned if he didn't, really.
Yeah, there we go.
For Stelcho.
Safety car in this lap.
Oh, Destructo nearly ran into the back of Sid.
Oh, Destructo not wanting that.
Wow. That wasn't far away.
Yeah, obviously Steljo here will pace the grid in sector 3 here. And then obviously he will bolt. Obviously he will probably let his teammate know when he's going to bolt it. So I would assume Sid and Steljo are in a call.
So safety car is in the pit lane, so he'll go at some point.
Yeah, it's just when he chooses to go is the question. And looks like he's gone.
He went out the second to last corner. I thought he may go mid-corner there, so it's not a fantastic restart from Stelcho. Sid's already on the back of him, so we could see him move then for the lead into turn 1. We will.
There we go. Sid into the lead. Obviously now his teammate will try and back up the rest of the field on this lap here. As Havoc Connor picks up 3 seconds.
Oh, contact between Destructo and Stelcho.
Yep. But Steljo managed to keep the place. And is going to stay ahead of that McLaren.
If I'm Destructo, I see this flashing light. You should really think what mode he's in.
Yeah. And Destructo is going to have a go up the inside here. Obviously no DRS on this lap, and Destructo's got the move done before turn 11.
Oh, he's gone a bit deep though, so Stelcho's going to try and out-traction him, so it's going to be difficult though with the hard tyres though. Both burning dirt. using a bit of battery there.
Oh,
And Malvin's on the charge.
Malvin's having a look as well, and Malvin's ahead of Stojo. But I think he's got his team.
Oh,
I think he's
Lanky
got.
thought about it.
Yep, but to be fair though, he's given his teammate a 1.5 second gap. So let's see if Sid can make the most of it. Obviously, he needs to try and break away
Oh,
even
D Summers
more.
down the inside of Lanky. Sorry, Lepani. And Lanky's just about held on. Summers going to go round. I was going to say, surely not round the outside of the triple right hand. Oh, that's
Oh,
not.
Lanky deep though.
Oh, yeah, well, Summers kind of stuck his nose in and didn't, and it's so dangerous trying to do that through that second to last corner. Completely threw Lanky off as moved by Malvin.
Yep, up the outside of Destructo. But these guys are now 2 seconds adrift of Sid. So Sid probably burning that battery to try and get further ahead of these guys.
Yeah.
Because he wants to try and break that 3 seconds as soon as possible and have a Connor into the pits and retired from the session. So Ron Williams is out of the race now. And that is obviously not going to help his race with Robstar and Destructo.
No, so it's currently Destructo that will beat Robstar at the moment. Lanky is also doing enough to get that 4th place in the championship. Also, Malvin is doing enough so that the Alpines can finish 2nd in the championship as well.
Yep.
Because it's him against Andre now for a shootout for P2 for the constructors.
Yep, Andre will have to try and make a move up the grid. Obviously, Malvin's already taken a bit of chunk of time out of Sid already. It was 2 seconds at the start of the lap. It's now, but he's pulled out a half a second out of him. Destructo's barely hanging on to DRS, and Steljo's finally just dropped out of it. Oh, I think
Steljo's good.
I think Destructo. Nope, Destructo does have the DRS flap open, but obviously Malvin doesn't. Come on, Destructo. I want to see McLaren on the podium.
Oh, Stelcho kind of parking it on the apex, and Lanky didn't really commit to the corner, so D Summers then went around the outside of Lanky and picked up another position.
Yeah, but he's going to lose it again though because of those 9 seconds of pens.
He will lose it, but
Lanky and Sid also picking up pens as well. So
we'll keep it optimistic and keep it on track at the moment. We're probably going to see 2 or 3 wide as we go down the DRS straight.
We probably will. Obviously, Destructor here, not quite close enough to Malvin. Malvin's almost back in DRS as Sid, and as I see Sid teleporting, as I see in the background, D Summers is now past Dojo. The Lanky one is not going to even have a look. But D Summers up into 4th now, and will now look to try and catch the front ones. Obviously, the gap Steljo gave Sid does not has helped him because Malvin's almost back in the 1 second. So, I think Sid dumping all his battery probably on that first lap did not help him at all.
He didn't really, in all fairness, he didn't really dump it. He kind of used it. He's about the same as everybody else around him though at the moment, so it's kind of even itself back out.
Alvin within the second. And also Destructor still within the second. D Summers has pretty much broke a second to Steljo. As he's still Steljo yet to pit.
Oh, Sid is also getting perilously close to 6 seconds worth of penalties. Malvin is also quite close as well. Malvin is 1 warning away as well. And Destructo is... Apologies. Destructo also 1 warning away from track limits as well. Both Malvin and Destructo picked up their track limits pretty early on in the race. So it's not over, but it's going to make it very tricky. Beastie and UFC, thank you for the follow. You've joined us for the EU2 season finale. We have not long to go, Piney, before
No,
it's completely finished
no, we do not.
for all tiers.
Yeah, obviously we got our American friends in AM2 going to be racing later on today. Got the EU1 race tomorrow as well, and then obviously we've got AM1 also as well tomorrow. As Honey Badger in chat is saying D Summer's heading for that podium. Well, he's gonna try, but he's 2 seconds off the back of Destructo, who's now dropped out of the DRS of Malvin. Not gonna help him. But I think if Sid and Malvin squabble, I think Destructo will easily get back in the DRS. Because Destructo want to try and keep the gap to Sid relatively close, because he is 2.3 behind Sid right now.
Yeah, Sid's dumped the battery and Malvin saved it. I don't know what's happened that's really changed around, because Destructo's in the same boat. It's very strange. So Sid's got not a lot, Malvin's got loads, Destructo's not got a lot, and then D Summers has got loads.
Yeah, but the lanky
Weird
one
how
the lanky one has caught up to him, and obviously Steljo has now pit as well. So Steljo pitted on the previous lap, so he's now on the mediums.
I can't wait to see that gap come down. He's 25 seconds off the lead and 17.5 behind the pack. I can't wait to see that come down in like 12 laps and see how far he can actually get up there, because he'll have the pace on those mediums.
He certainly will. He certainly will indeed. Obviously,
the old champion of...
Yep, sorry.
El Champione. The old champion, and he's going to probably show why he is of EU2 for this season. Wrapped it up last week.
Yep, that got wrapped up last week. Obviously, Sid still realistically searching for his first win in EU2, because obviously I'm pretty sure he did finish first on the road early in the season for a race, but then obviously due to post-race penalties from
Singapore, yeah,
he got denied it. Now I think it was Monza, wasn't it?
I think he's had a couple. This season.
Yeah. But above every single time he's had it denied by post-race penalty. Beastly is asking how the tiers work. So
pace tests.
Yeah, so obviously the season 15 is pretty much over. This is like the last race of the season. Obviously, and I would assume in about a week. Don't quote me on this, but I would say in the next 1-2 weeks we'll get an announcement for the pace test for season 16, the track announcement, and then obviously probably the calendar as well. And then obviously you do that pace test, and that defines what tier you are in. Obviously the previous pace test was at Belgium for season 15 it was. And yeah,
it's a 25% race. That's what the pace test is.
Yeah, it's a 25% race. Obviously you could do one-shot quality to wherever you want. Obviously, well, we've been talking about it. Look at this, Malvin's all over the back of Sid now, so I wonder if Sid's made a mistake somewhere in the lap. But yeah,
I think he's just struggling.
Yeah, so yeah, how the tiers work, it's all on pace. It doesn't matter if you're from Europe or the American side. You can be put into either place where you are, and then obviously when your pace test is done, submit it, and then it'll probably take a week to.
It's not done on fastest laps or your TT time. It's done on your genuine, like your overall race time, so we can see what.
I do believe D Summers has picked up 12 seconds of pens.
He has picked up another. It should be in about 3. I think the turnaround's going to be 3 weeks. I think that was the plan at the start of the game cycle when I was uptaking those kind of duties, but I've since stepped away. But it could have changed. I've not had a chat with AJ.
Marvin, go for a move here. Trying to go for it on the break, side by side. These two are. But Sid gonna keep hold of it.
Oh, I thought he was gonna throw it down back down the inside.
D Summers on Lanky were fighting over fourth. Obviously, D Summers picking up 12 seconds of pens. That's just as much as I picked up last night.
Yeah, there's a few of them tiptoeing around on 2 warnings out there at the moment, which is not making it. To give Beastie the really short answer is join the Discord and it'll get announced on there. It'll be so much easier.
Yeah, just join the Contest of Speed Discord.
We are just doing some guesswork and using general common sense.
Yep. As Pablo in chat says, if Sid is pulling off a Sid classic, put him in the wall. Wow. Come on, Pablo. You can't not be doing Sid like that, bro.
No, Sid at the moment's gonna struggle to keep it anyway because he has got that 3 seconds worth of penalties. The top 3 are all still 1 warning away from picking up a penalty each. Cue the warning, and there is Destructo that's just picked up his 3 seconds.
But to be fair, Destructo, he is pretty much 3 seconds ahead of D Summer, so I don't think it's gonna happen.
I saw that.
Commentator's curse! Commentator's curse at its finest from Matty Robbo.
Oh, Sid's gonna go back ahead of Malvin then.
Yeah. Commentator's curse as a lanky has gone ahead of D Summers. So yep. Commentator's curse is real. What a move this is by Malvin here. But he's got a little bit deeper. Sid's trying to go back up, but what a move there by Malvin.
Sid just needs to keep it together because he'll have a chance on the run up to turn 1 or a little bit wide through the penultimate corner. Malvin's getting the power down a little bit. 4.5 temps is
D Summers up to 15.
Here we go then. Run up to turn 1. Sid looks like he's gonna hold back and go again for the back straight.
Pablo in chat saying no. I was about to say Andre's on for P4. Yeah, it was, but obviously not anymore.
To be fair to Andres, he's hung in there. His pace hasn't been great comparatively to the rest of these guys. Compared to normal, considering he's reserved every single race for EU2 this season, has done quite well. And he's also 6th in the championship.
Something like that. He also, don't forget as well, he's also the E. I'm pretty sure he's also the E champion as well.
As it got wrapped up last night, let me just confirm that. Andre is currently finishing 7th. He needs 15 points to jump ahead of Grelis, who's EU3 co-coms.
Yep, as Sid is back into the lead ahead of Malvin. Obviously, they've got a 3-second gap to Destructor. Like, realistically, Malvin doesn't even need to fight Sid here, really. He could just sit behind Sid and just be like, I'll just get it on the road. As he's had a bit of a slide.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's had a bit of a slide. Don't forget, he's also 1 warning as well. So, yeah, he can do that. But if he makes 1 small mistake in 7 laps,
he
may have to overtake him.
He might have to, yeah. Obviously, because as it stands right now, Sid will drop down a second. Destructor will hold on to the podium. So
the guys are currently running about 1.5 seconds off their quickest times. As James has finally left the session. All right, good to see that you actually stayed around for a bit. The gap between the field though, Paddy's not really jumped up. I thought these two were sail away, but it's quite manageable.
I was gonna say, look at the gap here Steljo has to the back of Robstar. Like, it's about 10 seconds. He's taken out 7 seconds in the last few laps. But it's just like, can he catch enough to do anything, Steljo? I don't think so. Unless we get late drama. He's got plenty of battery. Unless we get late drama. But like, anything can happen, obviously.
He's got plenty of battery, so hopefully he can keep the tyres good to the end. They will drop off as Sid and Malvin.
Malvin got to be still side by side there as they come up to turn 13, 14. Malvin's going to try and hold around the outside, but obviously Sid's got the inside, which then obviously becomes the outside. And again, Malvin's going to go for the move in turn 16. He's going to, contact, but big slide there from Malvin. Obviously gives the place back to Sid. Obviously, with these guys fighting, that does allow Destructor to catch back up a little bit. But I don't think it's going to really matter.
No, that was, to be fair, that was more Malvin on Sid there rather than Sid. Or Malvin, Sid held the line round the outside, and they will duel it out once again. Is he going to try and bait Malvin into making a move into turn 1? No, Malvin is a little bit too clever for that.
Obviously, gotta give Sid some respect. He's doing really well today.
But this is the kind of Sid that we expected throughout the entire season, and we've just not had it.
No, we've just not.
And the difference is been, because he has got the pace, you can see that with Malvin, who's had the same pace as Stelcho. We saw that in opening round 1 at Bahrain, which was a fantastic race between the Mercedes and the Red Bull. It's that key word, consistency. And that's why Stelcho has won the championship ahead of Malvin, is because he's only been consistent in races, he's also had consistent qualifiers near the front. And on the 2 or 3 races that Malvin slipped up, he has taken advantage of it. But, as I said, good to see Sid out the front battling with Malvin.
Yep, definitely good to see that. Obviously, I'm surprised as well that he's also kept that 3 seconds. He's had that 3 seconds for a long time. I've not seen him make a mistake and get another one. Obviously, Malvin's still one warning away from his 3 seconds. I don't know what Rob and Steljo are like for their pens. So obviously, Rob stands to make, 3 places right now? Because obviously, Andre, Lanky, and D Summers all got pens. I'm just curious. Oh yeah, D Summers has 15. That's more than I got yesterday.
So Rob has got 2 warnings. He picked them up on the first and the second lap of the race.
Wow, so Rob's actually had 2 warnings his lap 2, and we're on lap 24.
Stelcho had his 3 and lap 4. So both have been running with 2 warnings for 20 plus, nearly 20 plus laps or so.
Yep. Obviously, Malvin's on his last strike as well. Out of nowhere, Destructo seems to have just closed the gap a little bit.
I was just about to say that. I'm glad that you noticed that as well. I said he's managed to, and he'll lose it because of the DRS as Malvin goes down the inside of.
The tyres!
How many times have we seen that?
Oh no, the tyre hooking! Oh, that's just lost us so much time now to Destructo. And look at that.
He's there. He's ready to pounce.
Yeah, Destructo just licking his chops now behind these 2. Obviously, that is not what we want. That is not.
Lanky's not had a great lap because now he's battling out with D Summers.
Yeah, he's got ahead of the Williams. Obviously, now these guys are 4.5 seconds behind, and even bigger, Destructor's actually in the DRS of Malvin, so we can have a 3-way fight here now between the top 3, which is what we wanted to see for a while. But yeah, the contact there between Sid and Malvin is. Obviously, that will probably go to the stewards' room as well. So they say Destructo in that McLaren is saying, "Game on, fellas."
He's game on. How many times have we seen that kind of incident this season? I wouldn't say it was a particularly bad or aggressive move from Malvin. It all looked.
It looked
pretty
good.
hard but fair. But
I think he just went a bit too deep, and then Sid. It's like we can't really fault Sid for that because Sid was giving him so much space, and then I think Malvin just drifted into Sid.
Oh, he's run wide though, Sid this time. Sorry, cut you off there, Pioneer, and he's in real trouble this time around.
He could also be in trouble from Destructo as well behind. Obviously, this time Sid's going to have the inside line, but nope. Sid's going to go for it on the brake. Go for it on the brakes. Oh, and there's contact between them. Malvin into the back of Sid. But to be fair, that was a good, fair move there from Sid. Obviously, he only just managed to get that stopped. And it keeps the place ahead of Malvin. Obviously, we'll have to see what, if any, post-race penalties will come Malvin's way at the end of this race. We'll never know. Because if it does, they could just give the win to Sid, and obviously gives Destructo another place. Oh!
3 seconds.
But it's got 3 seconds. Oh, that is very clumsy, and we just watched that happen. Very clumsy from Malvin. So now it is realistic, even more game on. Sid could actually win this race now.
Yeah, but Sid needs to try and make these corners. He's had two corners in a row where he's had to go where it's hard braking. He's gone deep twice. So will Malvin play DRS chicken, or will he wait for the final lap, or will he go? He's still got plenty of battery left compared to Sid, but there's a McLaren lurking in the shadows. I can see him.
Destructo is just like, I bet him when Destructo see Malvin picking up 3, that he cheered a little bit inside, because obviously now he has a big chance as well to get a win here. Destructo, like, man only joined halfway through this season. He's had 1 podium, Destructo. He's on set for another one, but it could be a win, obviously. Oh, Malvin with the dummy trying to go around the outside, but Sid's gonna hold it around the outside again. Malvin deep, more contact between these two.
He's gonna throw it down the inside.
And Sid's gonna hold it. Sid trying to hold it down the inside. Oh, more contact and wheel touching, and Destructo's gonna send it down the inside of both of them. Destructo into the lead.
Destructo into the even more carnage going behind. Past D Summers. D Summers fighting out with Rob. Rob's giving it back as well. You cannot tell me this is boring. We've got 2 laps to go and there's only 8 of them on the track.
Oh, but Malvin's made a mistake. He's jumping in Sid.
Oh, Sid's got squirmy on exit. So is Malvin. Here we go. They're on the run down to turn 1.
Yeah, both these two are struggling, and I've not seen, like, Sid and Malvin have been struggling for the last few years. Oh, big slide there from Malvin. Oh, and he's round. Malvin has lost it. He's through some billboards, but Malvin now is just completely lost it now.
Oh, Andre, don't do it there. That's way too scary.
Yep, it definitely is. D Summers is also into the pits, so man is coming, gonna slap on a set of softs and go for fastest lap. Obviously, you've probably heard it in the news, but in the real life F1, fastest lap extra point will no longer exist. And obviously that will be implemented into next year's game. But there we go. Got Destructo and Sid now fighting for the lead. Obviously now with Malvin just gone. Oh my god, Sid wobbling all over the place there. Sid is not liking those tyres.
No, I think that was a gentle weave hello of come on in. Let's be having you got 1 a bit laps to sort it out between each other. They've got plenty of battery each. All these guys have got 3 seconds. Stelcho is getting close, but not close enough. But it's going to be Rob that could be the beneficiary of all this, if it all goes horribly wrong.
Yep, it definitely could, because Rob can certainly jump up to 3rd. Obviously, his teammate is currently 3rd. If we just look at it, he is technically under 3 seconds behind his teammate, but only just. So Rob could be on for a podium here. Obviously, it is game on here for the win between Sid and Destructo.
Chicken. Oh, and Destructo got a bit trigger happy or loud pedal happy on the exit.
Just a bit. Obviously, the real last overtaking place will be down into turn 12. So Destructo want to try and get as close as possible as we come into that final section. As Andre's picked up another 3 seconds. And so is Lanky!
No! Rob is definitely going to be inside it then.
Yep, Rob's now definitely going to get thing as D Summers picks up 18 now.
You say this could be his last opportunity. We've seen overtakes all over the track so far this evening.
Yep, we have.
Both using the overtake. He's closing. He's getting closer.
Destructo going to go through the brakes! Will he get it stopped? Again, we've seen this side by side. The 2 leaders. Contact! Still side by side, the 2 leaders. Sid got the inside. Destructo's going to try and hold it around the outside. Oh, but the contact again!
He's not too far away.
Come on, boys. Oh, so this is some epic racing. Are they going side by side again here? Yes, they are. Destructo on the outside, though. 6 corner. But he's been pushed wide. Coming out the last.
Down the inside.
Coming out the last corner. And who's gonna get it? Destructo gets the win. So Sid
Rob's on the podium.
Sid gets P2. Rob gets a podium because of penalties.
I knew he would do this.
So
if it didn't matter.
So Rob got it. Then Malvin fourth. Then Lanky, Andre, D Summers will come across the line. Doesn't take fastest lap away. And Steljo, I assume he's doing donuts for the hell of it.
Yes, he is. He is doing donuts.
He is doing donuts.
He could be doing it.
Yeah, we are spectating you now, Steljo. So go on, do some more celebration donuts. You might as well at this point.
You might as well. Yeah,
he is
EU2 champion. You are constructors champion. You have done the double with Sid for Red Bull.
Yeah.
And it's a big congratulations from both of us in the combo.
Yeah, and obviously as well, I bet Destructo's happy. That's his first win of the season, as we got Steljo drifting over the line to finish the race. And I bet anybody Rob is happy as well. Obviously, probably not so happy that he's probably not happy. He's probably not going to be happy that his teammate picked up another 3 seconds, but I don't think it's going to matter anyway. Steljo a driver of the day, but in all honesty, I feel like Sid kind of deserves it, in my opinion. I say Gamer's wrong. Sid deserves it, because that was some awesome racing I've seen today from Sid.
There's a few of those guys I did say at the start, or typed it into the start of the stream during qualifying. I did say there is an opportunity for people to get
fastest lap was
big points.
2 thousandths was the difference. 2 milliseconds for the fastest lap between D Summers and Steljo. But anyway, Destructo then picking up the win here in the Circuit of the Americas. Starting from third, getting the win. Sid down to second. Robstar getting an unlikely podium, I would have thought, at the start of the race. Malvin P4. Lanky 5th. Andre 6th. D Summers 7th. And then Steljo, the last of the finishers, in 8th. And then our DNFs, Havoc Connor and Furish. Obviously now I assume we will get the top guys in the thing. Obviously I might as well invite Steljo as well, since Constructors Champion. So we will just get the lads in. So I already know none of these guys are going to say no to interviews. That is not the right person. Constructo. Rob. To be fair, Rob's an admin, so he'll be able to just join OT anyway. And
should be able to.
We'll get a Steljo in as well. I already know these guys want to do interviews.
Let me talk.
Oh. Must select 3. Okay, I've never had that before, so.
Once you saw that then.
I'll have to do a second.
Hopefully. Whilst Pioneer's sorting out, hopefully you've just about recovered from that last couple of laps of pure entertainment, cinema, as I like to call it, that these guys have provided us. Unfortunately, though, that does conclude the end of the EU2 racing season, which is sad times for everybody involved. But don't worry, AM2 will be on in a few hours' time at 9 p.m. Eastern, 2 a.m. UK, and 3 a.m. Central European time. The last European action will be tomorrow night at 9 p.m. UK. That will be EU1, and I'm sure some of these boys will be joining us as well for what would be the season finale and just a nice wrap up. And then AM1 will be the last racing action of season 15. They have the honour of giving you guys one final entertaining race. Check the Discord and join us through our Discord if you want to be kept tabs of when season 16 is going to start. It won't be too long. I have a feeling it will be in 3 weeks or so, because that was the turnaround last time. But don't quote me on that. I'm not an admin.
Yeah, but we do have an admin who's we have an EU admin. Obviously, mine was racing today. Finished 3rd after people getting so many pens, and man pretty much keeping it squeaky clean, not to pick up a pen. So, Robstar, happy with a podium?
Yes, I think I almost got a win there as well towards the end of the race. But yeah, I was dying at the end of the race. I saw 8 laps left. Everybody had pens, and I was stressing out. I think Matthew Robbo said in the stream I had 2 warnings at the start of the race.
You did.
So that was super close towards the end of the race. I was trying to keep it clean, best I can, and try to save a pack since I didn't have any straight line speed really, should I say, down the straights. I had to burn a lot of battery, and I was staying in the pack every now and then, keeping it nice and clean. I'm happy I got a podium at the end.
I was yeah, I bet you are. So see, you did get there was a bit of a hairy moment with you and your teammate and the two Williams for a bit at the early stages in this race. I would say were they giving you a lot of hassle, I guess?
Yeah, I think, well, my teammate, I think it's fine, but I think there's Williams, shall I say, because since I had a slow, well, shall I say slow on the straights, I was quick for the corners. So coming up to the first section, shall I say, I think Havoc kind of took shall I say, a different line to me, and I collided with him on the first stint, and I got wing damage, which didn't help out. But then safety car came out, which I'm happy about, when pitted for the hards. Instead, I tried to save the pack best I can. It was up and down, but through the corners I was rapid. But then I think I almost dropped out about 3 seconds because of D Summers, because he got wing damage from Lanky, I'm pretty sure,
Ooh.
and he was fighting me for the final few corners, and then he decided to pit. It's like, yeah, I'm fine, I'm keeping you off, and then I'm going to pit and try to take fastest lap.
He didn't do it in the end. He was 2 thousandths off of Stelja's fastest lap. Didn't
But yeah,
quite
but I
get it.
think I could get a win because, I think I saw some dirty cleaning up front from you guys' perspective. That's what I saw. I just hope I can keep it clean, and look what happened in the race, and let's see what happens after the stewards.
Yeah, well, we will see. That's if any incidents do get reported up front. But so we'll have to wait and see. Matty, anything to ask Rob?
No, but it obviously equalled his best result of the season. So 2 podiums he's finished off with, and I won't ask him if he's got any news about season 16 because that's too much pressure to put on him on the spot.
Yeah, probably kind of
but
is.
that's fine. But no, nothing really else to add really.
Yeah. Well, let's wait. You guys can wait patiently, and hope you guys sign up again. Coming, next season. And Matty, you're coming back down a tier. That's all I know. You don't belong in EU1.
Right.
Oh, unlucky.
All right, that's enough of salt my co-coms. Thank you very much, Rob. So we will now move on then to the person in P2. Sid led most of the race, I would say. Had a very good fight with Malvin for most of it, and obviously Destructo joined in at the end. But so, how did that race feel for you? Okay, man's not happy. He lost the win on the last lap.
Nah, it's not even that. It's just, I led every lap,
Pretty much.
practically, except the safety car. But
Yeah.
that race, but just Cota's an awful track for tyres.
Oh yes.
Like,
yes, it is.
they're horrific. The mediums were absolutely stonking.
That's one way to put it. Yeah.
I can't swear.
Well done for keeping it PG. Yeah, I was gonna say yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your
stonking.
profanity?
But nah, it was a very good race, good battle at the front, at the start, and continued all the way until the end until Malvin chopped it, which allowed Destructo to catch up, and it was a good send off. Me and Destructo have raced, battled previously in season 13. It was good to battle one more time for the win before I take a break for a couple of seasons. So yeah, it was a good race. Destructo thoroughly deserved that, man. Don't even think about it. Yeah, great race, and good to get the constructors as well. Like that's mega. Even though Steljo did do all the work, I was the Sergio Perez of this partnership. But
Yeah,
yeah, it was fun. That genuinely, this has been a fun season. It was a fun race, good send off, and yeah, that's
very, very nice. Anything to ask, Matty?
No, I was just saying, saving your best to last the last couple of weeks. It's been the kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
like the Sid we've
I mean, I won
should
in
have
Monza.
expected, really.
I won in Monza, but got that taken away. We don't talk about that. It was a good send off. It's good to get podium, especially P2 in the final race for me for a while. So yeah,
End
I'm
on a high
very
note,
happy with
and
this result. Yeah,
end on a
exactly.
high
End
note.
on
I'll
a high
probably see
note.
you tomorrow then.
Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't think so. 'Cause
Oh.
I've got a lot of schoolwork to do.
Boo.
Right.
I've got mocks in 2 weeks, mate. Shush.
Okay. Obviously, congratulations on that podium, Sid. Obviously, before we talk to Destructo, because I feel like we should talk to the race winner last, so we'll have a quick word with Steljo. Obviously, Sid's Red Bull teammate pretty much carried him for the entire season. Obviously, he wrapped up the drivers last week. Obviously, he couldn't really come from the back to win because I think that safety car did fudge things up for Steljo. So
Yeah.
obviously, let's just have a quick chat on how have you.
Well done for keeping it PG.
I'm very good at that, so be quiet, Sid. So how was this season for you then, Steljo? Pretty much.
I mean, in the start, I didn't really expect, to be, because it looked like to be tight. It looked like between Red Bull and Mercedes. Then there was a fraud, and Mercedes lost one driver, and all that history. But then, like, Malvin showed up, and I thought, like, this is my new rival. And it was like really tight. At some point, I was even like fourth in the championship. And that was like after the round I missed in like December. Yeah, but then just after the winter, I just like people have been getting more pens than before. Like I'm getting less pens, so it's my season was like at the end because all the good tracks for me were at the end. Like consistency was much worse before Christmas, and yeah, just generally a really good season.
Yeah. Obviously, you picked up
Yeah.
a lot of podiums in the second half of the season, which really contributed to your driver's title in the end. Obviously, you didn't expect it, so you're happy with it then.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm happy. I don't think I can't come up with something that I can do better. Maybe some stuff, so maybe some mistakes, but generally I think like I can't come up with something now. And also like big thank you to Sid, big thank you to EU2 and the guys I've been racing with because they have actually raced me clean. For once, I've actually had full confidence to race people in a whole season because it's not often that I have that because some people drive dirty, but hard racing is different to dirtiness, and this was like clean but hard.
Very nice.
I would agree with that. I think that's where obviously some of you guys that have raced for a couple of seasons now come up from EU3 to EU2, but you got quicker, and you said the racing this season's been pretty good. I think, as I mentioned on stream during the race, I think it's your consistency this season that's been the difference between perhaps you and Malvin. In the end, we touched upon it last week after your
Exactly, and also like speaking race wise, the hards felt like pretty good. I was keeping up good pace with the guys on the mediums. Then right when the guys on the mediums, like 2 laps before they were gonna pit, it showed up a safety car. So that ruined my whole race because I needed, you saw it yourself on stream, like it was impossible. So then I tried to catch up in the end, but they had DRS, gained 5/10 up with that, but yeah.
Also on the last lap, you decided to celebrate with some donuts.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
I'm gonna be racing. I'm gonna reserve in E1 tomorrow. So yeah.
Very nice.
Oh, yeah.
Matty is
Thank
not
you.
happy about that at all. He really is not.
Just for that comment, Matty, I think I'm gonna not take my name off that reserve list. You know.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm going to reserve as
Oh,
well, Matty,
see.
and I'm going to
Yeah,
beat you.
bring
Like
it
last
on,
week.
boys.
Matty,
Last
you're
week,
getting,
eh?
Matty, you're getting done, mate. I'm
Yeah, all right.
You
Some
didn't get
fighting
points last
talk
week.
here
You
from the
didn't- you
EU2
didn't get points last
lads.
week.
Yeah,
Mate, see that star?
yeah.
See the stars on the stripes? I'm gonna grab an F1 car. I'm gonna drop it on your F1 car on the stripes.
Okay, Sid.
Yeah.
Obviously, as well, Steljo needs to get some time in EU1 because there is no doubt about it. I think regardless of his pace, if he gets placed in EU2, he'll get bumped up to EU1 anyway. So he's gonna get
get
used to it,
Pablo.
though. Really.
Just get Pablo in the chat. He'll jinx Matty like always.
Yes.
Leave Pablo alone.
Pablo, classic Mercedes jinxer. Obviously, as well. Big congratulations to Steljo for Drivers' Champion. And then, obviously, congratulations to both Sid and Steljo for Constructors at Red Bull. So, congratulations to them. And we can now finally move on
Cheers, boss.
to the man on the top step of the podium. My McLaren, pretty much teammate, who's a tier above me. And I'm happy to see a McLaren on the top step of the podium. So, Destructo. Good fight with Sid at the end there, wasn't it?
I've just got one question to ask us. I've got one question.
Shoot.
Mhm.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
I was thoroughly.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, but genuinely,
those last few
that
laps.
was... There's not even words to describe it. First stint was horrible. I did not have any pace whatsoever. I was barely keeping up with DRS. And then the hards, I just fell off. But I knew as soon as Malvin got that 3 seconds, I was like, he's a hungry boy. He's gonna go for that shit. He's gonna go for that. And then all that happened, and then I think I was about 5 times back on that last lap, and I just went, go big or go home, and sent it on Sid.
Yep. Those last few laps between yourself, Malvin, and Sid were probably the most entertaining last few laps I've ever seen. To be honest, all fighting for a win.
It was very nice. It was very nice. It was also a really good send off for Sid as well, because obviously he's taken his break, and we had fought season 13 on the last race of the season as well. So it was really nice to just turn back the time and to be able to do that again, and then for both of us to get a wee 1-2 as well. It was quite nice.
Yes, it was some very nice driving. Obviously, you probably, if you watch the stream back later, you probably hear me shouting at the microphone, be like, "What is going on here?" So, because me and Matty were just absolute excited for those last few laps.
I will definitely be watching it back.
So,
Don't wear headphones. You've been advised.
Yes,
Very loud.
yes, I do get very loud. Obviously, as well, it's your first win as well of this season. Obviously, you even joined like halfway through as well, so you must be happy to pick up a few podiums for the season.
Yeah, the goal was, as I said when I got the podium, the goal was to just get a podium. I didn't care where it was, third, second, or first. But the fact that I was able to get the podium and then on the last race of the season get the win, it's really gonna it's gonna boost my confidence up for the next season, because I highly doubt I'm gonna be EU1 and I'm gonna be racing these guys again. So the main goal now is just start preparing for next season.
So I'm hearing we're going to see a lot of Destructo on the podium then, I guess.
Here's hoping, man.
Well, obviously as well, congratulations on that win. Obviously, Matty, anything to
Thank you very
ask?
much.
No, I'm going to leave these guys to bask in their glories.
Very nice.
Because you'll never get anywhere near that podium, Matty.
Sorry, Sid. Yeah, E1 fraud. What?
Ooh.
Fighting words there from
I'm the one who
Sid.
had a faster pace tester than you. Shush.
And then got bumped down 2 tiers. But we'll leave it at that because this could get pretty ugly,
Talk about
folks.
Yep, it certainly can. Obviously, we're going to leave it there.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, again, big congratulations to our podium sitters in Rob, Sid, and Destructo. Obviously, again, congratulations to Sid and Nostalgia for taking the constructors, and then obviously Nostalgia for the champ drivers as well. So that will be end of stream. So obviously, if you want to come back and catch our American friends from across the pond, AM2 will be kicking off at 9 p.m. Eastern, which will be in about roughly probably like 3.5 hours for me in the UK if I want to stay up and watch. Obviously, if you want to hear from, you'll probably hear from me again tomorrow from the EU1 race. Obviously, it'll be Matty driving in EU1, and I'll be doing comms with Charlie. So you'll probably hear mine lovely voice with Charlie tomorrow night. And then again, 9 p.m. Eastern tomorrow will be the AM1 race, which will be the last race of season 15. And then it'll be roughly something like, I would say 2 to 4 weeks for the next season. So if you want to get involved, do exclamation Discord in the chat, and you should be able to hop into the lovely server and then you'll have to then wait for some news from the admins. And I see that these summers we will be having words when I'm done we'll be having words. So thank you all for watching today's stream, and I will see you tomorrow for EU1. Adios.